I didn't get selected for service in 75th just because I was a woman. I got selected because I was the most qualified candidate.
Okay. You know exactly how to be you or how to be me.
She will be an asset to Ranger Regiment wherever she serves once she earns her Ranger tab.
Rule number 40. When you find a sister in someone who is not blood, keep her.
Well, here, my friends, captain, maybe a company commander, 75th Ranger Regiment, and Ranger School, no doubt. Hear a lot of people saying, even on her channel, TikTok, we'll get to it, that it's DEI. Is it? She could be the most outstanding candidate ever, right? Let's take a gander. She's not terribly happy about it.
How bad do you want this? If it's as bad as you want to live or breathe or sleep, whatever the hell it may be, I can work with you. But a lot of people, most people don't want it that badly. Yeah. Which is why they always ask the question, man, how did you get to where you are? You know how to do it. You know exactly how to.
All right, so not only did she go through a Ranger School, she's an officer, maybe a company commander in the 75th Ranger Regiment. How can you argue that, right? It's more than I've done. It's just the Marine Corps, one pump chump dude. But the question is, as long as there's DEI hires, so people who got there because of DEI, anybody else that comes, in this case a woman, people are going to say, well, it's DEI. Meanwhile, she could be the best PT freak ever. In a good way, right? Just outstanding in every way. You get a lot of pushback on social media. People are giving a lot of business.
Be you or how to be me. You don't want to do it. Right. So I can't make you do it.
So you don't know me at all. I am probably one of the most confident, secure, I know myself inside and out people you'll ever meet. I just feel the need to speak on stuff when my hard work gets discredited.
Therein lies the problem. I'm sure she did tons of hard work in the Ranger Regiment and to make it through Ranger School. No doubt. She's probably outstanding in every way. However, when you see reporting, did a video here, I'll put a screenshot up, about women who got pushed through, with clear evidence they got pushed through, you're going to question every woman that comes through, right? Again, she could be the most outstanding candidate ever, and you're still going to question that. Therein lies the problem when you change the standard, which has been done. I'm not saying in her case, don't get me wrong. Could be an absolute studette, whatever, right?
To, oh, you just got it because you are a woman. Oh, DEI hire. There's nothing wrong with being a DEI hire, but I didn't get selected for service in 75th just because I was a woman.
Well, there is something wrong with the DEI hire, right? Because they put people in positions by default, by definition, because of the way they look or their genitalia, not because of their performance. I disagree with her on that. Maybe we're speaking different language on DEI. The DEI, the way I understand it, it's not based on merit. It's based on some other thing, in particular physical thing, and that's why you get the spot.
I got selected because I was the most qualified candidate.
Okay, like it, love it.
Point blank, period. Argument done. I was one of the most physically fit. I was the best logistician for the job, and that's why I got hired. It's not because I'm insecure that I feel the need to speak out on things. I feel the need to speak out on things because it's people like you who keep discrediting my hard work.
Unfortunately, that is going to be a theme. Again, if she's the most outstanding candidate to ever go through the RASP and the Ranger School, it's going to come up. Period. End of story. I don't know that she's not the most outstanding candidate. However, we have seen people go through at least Ranger School that we know aren't. Again, link in the description, pinned comment. I'll show you that video and you can see evidence of that. So she's got to get that pushback. That comes with the territory. You got to expect that, right? Am I crazy?
Yes, I want to.
Wait, hold on.
Take a hit of that. It's having stuff. The really was amazing. It's how I get amazing. It's how I let smoking cookies.
She's going to go through her resume of sorts. And I want you guys, the requirements of RASP, in particular, being in the Ranger Regiment, to comment. She's going to go through PT scores, runs, ruck march, the whole thing. Is DEI a good thing, you think, my friends? I don't think so. But you know what it is? The insane benefits of cocoa flavanols. The compounds found in cocoa that boost nitric acid can improve heart health and regenerate brain cells. I know this sounds like some disco fantasy land talk here, but let's listen to a Harvard scientist, Dr. William Lee.
So, studies have been done to show that the flavonols in cocoa stimulate stem cells to come out of your bone marrow like bees in a beehive in your bloodstream, and they go out and they find wherever it needs to be repaired. If it's in your heart, they'll fix it. If it's in your liver, they'll fix it. If it's your skin, they'll fix it. And so we can eat foods like high flavanol cocoa in order to be able to actually get the stem cells to work a little bit better. Now, how do we know this actually functions? It works in people. Well, clinical studies have been done with high flavanol cocoa to show that in like men who are in their 60s with heart disease, they could actually have 2 cups of dark chocolate hot cocoa a day for a month. Yeah. And they doubled the amount of stem cells in their bloodstream, and their circulation improved measurably. And then what's even more important and impressive is that there was a study called the Cosmos study that was completed recently that showed that eating high flavanol cocoa decreases the risk of cardiovascular death. Right, over a period of time. Like a statin. Right. Exactly. Except maybe by eating the same thing that you use to make chocolate. So we're not telling people to go out to have chocolate, which is a confection. There's still a lot of sugar and all kinds of other stuff in it. But it's the stuff underlying it, the core of it.
You're right. That's dark chocolate. Here's the thing. Flavanol is the good stuff found in cocoa beans, but they're usually destroyed in the chocolate making process. That's where Black Forest Supplements comes in here. Packed with everything your body needs with only 20 calories. I mix mine with all natural whey protein. It tastes amazing. Like a lot of you watching here, I got clunked on the head a lot as a young fella. It's helped with brain fog and energy. Let's be real. As men, we got to be strong, mentally sharp, and in peak condition. So being a hero to yourself and your family starts with physical fitness, eating the right foods, and taking the right supplements. Here's the deal, my friends. I worked out an exclusive deal with Black Forest Supplements to hook you guys up with amazing buy 2, get 1 free over the next 48 hours. But the stuff always sells out, so don't wait. I'm going to say it again, my friends. Buy 2, get 1 free. Hit the link in the description and pin comment to stock up before it's gone.
Haley Gibbons, 66 push-ups, 90 sit-ups, 33-minute and 39-second 5-mile, 12 chin-ups, strong swimmer, 12-mile ruck time, 2 hours and 15 minutes.
All right.
Professional board performance. Confident and well-spoken officer that clearly understands the challenges ahead of her to be fully accepted as an officer leader in the RLOC.
What'd you think of those physical standard times? 66 push-ups. I was looking at the standard to get into RAS. It was pretty low, the basic standard. But I'm sure guys have way higher. You're not going to make it through with, I think it even said like 49 push-ups, 4 pull-ups to get to RAS. But, you know, she did far better than that. I don't think that would be the standard that most guys go into it. I know some young kids that are in the regiment, and they were doing far in excess of that. Not what she's doing here. I'm not denigrating her. Don't get me wrong. I think it's an interesting dilemma we've got. You got somebody like this, whom you guys tell me what you think of her PT performance. Is that top shelf? Outstanding? I don't know. Is it?
Extremely physically fit and prepared to make an immediate impact when airborne and Ranger qualified. Excellent board performance. Humble.
Good.
Articulate and focused.
Let's do it.
She will be an asset to Ranger Regiment wherever she serves once she earns her Ranger tab. Will serve in RLOC and could serve as in a battalion or an eco company commander. Good hire.
Wow.
Captain Gibbons' board performance was outstanding. She articulated her answers clearly and concise to the board members. She was honest and open about her successes and failures as a new FSC commander.
You got to remember, too, she's a West Point graduate, so she's intelligent. Not easy to get into. So she's not coming from Podunk U. She's been groomed to do this job. You know, the whole time at West Point, they're grooming these young cadets to be future leaders in this man's army, this woman's army.
No doubt that she is a true logistics professional.
Okay.
If she completes Ranger School, she will no doubt make a great addition to the Ranger Regiment. Very fit, has resiliency, bounced back from early challenges in military career at USMA, displays proactiveness that will lead to success.
Okay. Serious.
So, if that's a DEI hire, show me one that's not.
The question is, would a man with those same qualifications make it? If there's a bunch of men to select for this, would they make it? If the answer is no, then it's a DEI hire. If the answer is absolutely, that's not. I don't know the answer. For what I'm seeing, the standard's pretty high for young captains. Make it in the Ranger Regiment or in Ranger School. She's got both, right? A scroll and a tab.
Body weight. Every woman should be able to do 11 push-ups, regular push-ups.
On the knees, okay?
No.
Oh, my God.
But listen, you can build up to that. I used to teach classes. My starters started out with 51% body fat. They could not hold a plank and literally couldn't walk around the track.
I'm looking at the comment section, or was looking in the comment section on this, and there was a lot of people, let's keep playing, a lot of people were saying these push-ups wouldn't work. And this is before she went, I believe, to the regiment in Ranger School. And they were saying, these aren't going to get it. They're not going to work. It's interesting, right? Again, this is before, not after. But what do you do with all this information? If you got outstanding women who make it through, let's say, the SEAL teams, they get in. Aren't you always going to ask yourself the question, was it DEI? Did they change the standard? Pete Hegseth came out and said the standard is going to be the same. So if PT, 100%, say a perfect PT score in the Marine Corps used to be 300. Women had a different time. The 3 mile used to be sit-ups and aisles in, pull-ups. For men, it was 20 pull-ups, 18-minute 3 mile. I believe it was 80 sit-ups in like 2 minutes or something. Long time ago. You get 300 on your PFT. Women had a completely different calculation. So their 300 was 100% different than a male's 300. If you make it 300 across the board is the same, 18-minute 3 mile, let's just go with that. You have to get 100 on that section. Then will women make it? Some, but not most won't. They're not doing 20 pull-ups. I mean, of course, there's CrossFit people that do tons, outstanding, but most don't, right? And this is continuing to play with her push-ups. I'm not against it. Again, not denigrating this woman, not taking a shot at this woman. What I am saying is what I noticed on TikTok, a lot of people were taking shots at her. And again, she could be outstanding in every way. But as long as there's DEI hires or DEI acceptance or DEI anything, people are going to question whether she's a part of that group. It's just going to be natural, particularly on social media. 100% on social media. Tell me what you think in the comments. I'll tell you my thought. It appears she's got what it takes. However, as long as there's DEI hires, there's going to be people that judge her as one of them potentially until they're under her command. Let's say she's your company commander. She's outstanding in every way. Then you go, what am I going to say here? She's good. But I think she's the exception to the rule historically. Thanks for watching. Demonetize, of course. Please go to my sponsors if it interests you. Patreon, way you can support me. Thank you for your time.